Hello my succulent friends, it's me Suze and I'm back with a really fun video, something I've created all by myself and I don't think it's been done before, so I'm kind of excited about this. The title is, What is your succulent personality type? Do you find there's a certain succulent type that you're attracted to? For example, when you're in a plant nursery, what type of succulent do you gravitate to? Or when you're on Instagram or succulent Facebook groups and you're scrolling through posts, which succulent pictures make you drool? Now really think about it. Look over your wish list. Is there a theme to your list? Yes, I know a lot of you do have a wish list. It's either handwritten or typed up on your notepad on your phone. Or I imagine some of you have a folder of pics that you've collected over time. I do know some of you use the save feature also on Instagram as a reference. I do see that in the analytics. So succulents come in so many colours and forms, all very pretty, but some really make your heart sing. Is it those red margins or perfectly symmetrical and geometrical forms that get you? Or perhaps it's a cute chubby that melts your heart. Some of you may prefer something a bit grander, like an impressive large frilly echeveria. Think about your personal collection. Do you have more of one particular type, or maybe you only collect a certain species? Have you ever thought that different personality types have a correlation to different succulent types? Well, I have. So I decided to match personality types with succulent types. And maybe you might recognize yourself based on your preferences. Now, disclaimer, this is purely entertainment, something I've created from my own personal musings and machinations of my mind. It's just something harmless, a little fun to distract you from all the dramas in the world these days. Lately, the world seems like it's in free fall, and this is my contribution to lifting our spirits. Let's start with colour and tone. Perfect white farina. Do you have a weakness for perfect farina? The whiter the better, then you are the perfectionist, with an ideal view of the world, striving for flawlessness. You are a clean freak and you keep your space well organized. Your heart is pure and you have an angelic quality with a halo of innocence. You have a strong spiritual faith and shine light into the darkness. You illuminate an aura of heavenly goodness devoted to a peaceful existence. You may prefer winter climates and live by a mountain range. On the negative side, you may be emotionally cold and probably a little too trusting. And to counteract this, you put up a bit of an ice queen front to protect yourself. Purple tones. Wisdom is what you seek, always searching for a deeper meaning. You are an advocate for justice, respect, and integrity. You are the sage guru people come to for guidance. You are respected because of your moral compass on what's good and right and true in the world. There is a mystical quality to your aura. Some of you are the scholarly type, well educated, especially in history. Any ambitions you may have are always a noble cause. You enjoy a little extravagance, the finer things in life. Your home is your castle. You probably have a few family heirlooms or enjoy collecting antiques for your space. Some of you are the scholarly type, well educated, especially in history. Pink tones. Poetic with a sensitive heart, a hopeless romantic, maybe even a little shy. You may feel misunderstood at times. Caring and kind, altruistic and eager to help a good cause, even to your own detriment. You show tenderness and kindness to all creatures. You cry at sad movies and you are a sucker for a good romantic comedy. Optimism for a happy ever after is your personal fairy tale. You don't respond well to criticism because you are a little sensitive and insecure. Blue tones. Calm and collected, people see you as quiet and thoughtful. You are very compassionate with lots of empathy, highly intuitive, able to read between the lines. You are loyal and dependable. You are the peacemaker and diplomatic in your approach with conflict. You enjoy good stretches and may do Pilates, yoga, or a little Tai Chi. Swimming or bathing balances or heals you. You enjoy expansive, serene landscapes and don't mind daydreaming with your head in the clouds. On the negative side, you may conform to authority too willingly and might be too conservative in your views. Yellow tones. Joy and happiness are your default state of being. You are able to find the pleasures in the moment with a zest for life, an energetic go-getter. Your optimism is contagious. You are a people magnet. You have a playful, childlike essence. You look younger than your age, probably because you're always smiling. When you're happy, your face lights up like sunshine. You never take things too seriously and enjoy spontaneous adventures. Even if it's just jumping on a swing at the park and flying high in the air. On the darker side of yellow, you may be a bit of a coward, wrapped up in your own ego. Red margins. You are the Don of your family. Everyone knows you wear the pants. You are the commander, the boss, the general, bold and strong-willed, always finding a way, or more likely, making your own way. You don't let the noise of other people's opinions detract you from your goals. But most important, you have the courage to follow your heart. Others admire your confidence as you project authority. However, you can be ruthless in your drive for control, or seduction may be your mode of operandi, driven by passion and vigor. Chocolate-colored foliage. You may like to indulge in the rich flavors of life, such as enjoying a good dessert and savoring every mouthful. You feel connected to earth and nature and like to take hikes or walks in forests among tall trees. The negative side is you may be too materialistic and feel a heaviness at times, or lack a little sophistication. Some may even consider you a little dull. Green foliage. Lucky is your middle name. Things work out for you nicely. You know how to invest your time and money, striving for growth and return. Life is bountiful. You are like a little leprechaun singing happy songs as you hunt for that pot of gold. You have a loving heart space and are very connected and devoted to nature. A natural healthy lifestyle works for you, which keeps you balanced. On the negative side, you may be prone to jealousy or envy, or get sick to your stomach if you see something gruesome. Now let's go through the different shapes and forms of succulents. Frillies. You have a natural flair to life, but you're a little inconsistent and complex. A free spirit on the dance floor, you let your hair grow wild and long. You wear interesting jewelry and have a unique style. You're ahead of trends and people admire your individuality. You are infectious, a weirdo magnet, and can talk to anybody about anything with zealous enthusiasm. You enjoy laughing and entertaining others, and you get caught up in the excitement of the moment and want everyone else to feel the same. Music is one of your pleasures. You're not afraid to sing out loud. The biggest challenge for you is that you stay too focused on immediate pleasures and neglect duty and responsibility. chubbies. Your priority is family. You love children, a devoted parent or partner. You enjoy cooking, sharing meals. You love to organize family gatherings. You are first to drag out the Christmas decorations and never forget anyone's birthdays. You are attentive to other people's needs, a born nurturer. Your glass is always full and you don't mind the little indulgences in life. There's always a few bottles of wine in the cupboard ready for any occasion. You probably have a bit too much clutter in your home, yet you know where everything is. Fuzzies. You see the details that others miss. You are introverted and observant. You are a creative type with strengths in aesthetics and design. You are adventurous but in a sensual kind of way. You like to touch and sense your way through life akin to an animal, using all your senses to navigate and avoid danger. Or on the simpler side, you may just love to sit and pet your dog or cat. Clumps and clusters. You thrive on community, making connections and social networking is your forte. You probably come from a big family or desire lots of children. You enjoy a good party, the more the merrier. You enjoy team sports and know how to work in groups. You've learnt how to grow your wealth and assets. You tend to see life as a big complex puzzle where everything is connected. You probably are a people pleaser and don't know how to say no. Or you just don't like being limited. Large echeverias. You tend to embrace big ideas and actions. You have a vibrant energy, not afraid to campaign for your views or desires. You hate limitations, and for you, it's go big or go home. There's no middle ground. Your ambitions have no limits. You thrive on compliments, and quietly you feel people should adore you because you know your worth. On the darker side, you don't handle criticism very well and are considered a talented show-off. Or you're just a tad stubborn. Your challenge is to step away if things get heated. Stacking types. You are the architect, building strong foundations. You are a strategic thinker with a plan for everything and do best with a steady routine. Your inner world is often private and a complex one. You excel in administrational tasks. As a technician, you love perfecting the details. You believe through sheer willpower and intelligence you can achieve anything. Rational and quick-witted, you struggle to find others who can keep up with your non-stop analysing of everything around you. You are a bit cynical about human nature, assuming that most people are lazy, doomed to mediocrity. Miniatures, small and delicate. Perpetually childlike, you're slightly timid with a strong emotional connection to Earth. You exist in the fairy realms and magic is very real to you. And when you were a child, you believed you could talk to the animals and made daisy chains and daydreamed about faraway places where knights rode horses to their moated castles. Your garden has wind chimes and bird baths hanging from large, strong old trees. Children love you because you're a great storyteller and you know how to invoke their imagination. You probably played a traditional instrument such as a flute or violin. You have a strong creative streak with an old world folk art style and still write handwritten letters in cursive. Most people think you're superstitious and far too dreamy and need to get your head out of the clouds. Single heads. Fiercely independent, you crave freedom to explore your will. I am unstoppable is your mantra. You don't mind being in the spotlight, yet you are also reserved and calm. You have a strong self-esteem and others find you a little intimidating. Direct and wise, popular because of your sheer brilliance. You are an early riser, energetic, a list maker. You have the ability to come up with original solutions. People see you as a courageous go-getter and happily promote you to lead the way. However, you can quickly lose patience and get bored. Time is your enemy. Your challenge is to slow down and smell the roses. Upward pointing tips. You think strategically and hold a long-term focus while executing every step of the plan with determination. This makes you a powerful business leader. Goals are achieved with your sheer willpower. Your extroverted nature is likely to bring others along on your upward trajectory. Although you enjoy a good conversation with a healthy dose of intelligence, you prefer leaping into action than idle chit-chat. You enjoy learning from life experiences rather from a formal education. Your challenge is to recognize you're a little bit too competitive and a bit of a sore loser. Aloes. Self-reflective and a true homebody. You enjoy organic and wholesome food. Perfect Sunday afternoon is at the community market acquiring local grown produce. Although you can thrive on minimal intake and know how to ration your pantry. You are a natural healer and study alternative and metaphysical sciences. You have been hurt by others due to your own sensitivity. So, as a coping mechanism, you project a prickly personality. You are an empathetic sponge and you take on other people's ills in a hypochondriacal kind of way, trying to fix other people's problems as if they were your own. Crests. On the surface, your being seems chaotic and disorganized, but on a closer look, there is a method to your madness. It may seem like there's constant drama in your life, but you manage to stay in that sweet spot in the eye of the storm. You usually have too much going on, and others might find that exhausting. But, like a good juggler, you have many balls up in the air, and astonishingly, you are talented enough to catch them all. Your family offers you a stable foundation that you have built an interesting and full life on. You live a messy existence, and your home probably has too much clutter and junk. However, you see the value in all your possessions. And as an avid collector, you hold on to things because you see their future value. Trailing and ground covers. Limitations? What's that, you say? An adventurer, you love exploring and pushing boundaries, always living outside the lines. A true free spirit with the heart of a travelling gypsy, sure-footed like a mountain goat, ruled by your primal instinct, you're not opposed to howling at the moon on a full moon's night. A rule breaker, especially those that hold you back. You happily challenge the status quo. Your motto is to sample the richness that life has to offer. Biggest challenge you face is planning for the future. To you, there's no need as you recognize the power of being in the here and now. Window Haworthias. You have clear vision and appreciate transparency. You enjoy living in bright open spaces. You are logical and have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. You have a good memory for facts and data and tend to accumulate useless information. You can see right to the heart of any matter and would make a good detective. You follow politics and have a good grasp on law. You can hold eye contact and read people's motives well. You have no time for lies and see through embellishments of truth and dislike sneaky behaviour. Variegated form. You have class and charm. You are fashionable without even trying. Very charismatic, yet with a prism of emotions. You may be prone to risky behaviour. When considering your plans for the future, it's not based on goals and assets, it's about action and experience. You like to travel and are very familiar with many cultures across the world. On your bucket list, you mostly have travelling adventures, many already accomplished, which includes such things as visiting art galleries in Europe or sleeping under the northern lights in Norway. You probably speak several languages fluently. You are the chameleon, able to blend in and adapt to your settings. Unfortunately, your wealth is fleeting as you enjoy spending rather than saving. So there you are. Did you recognize yourself? Now, if you have several types you're attracted to, this just means you're a complex individual, and that's what makes you interesting. However, I will say I noticed about myself that I too have several types I like. And making this video, I discovered a bit about myself as I wrote this. I do know that my succulents reflect my mood, or more so, they affect my mood. For example, if I go and admire some yellow tones, I feel happier and inspired. But if I go look at a patch of grape tricolours that have gone pale blue, I get feelings of peace and calm. I suspect many of you, like me, subconsciously or consciously go and look at particular succulents you need for your current mood, or you go to them to settle your feelings. As I wrap this up, I'll leave you with one thought. I truly feel succulents have healing and therapeutic benefits. So, what do your succulents do for you? Do they inspire you, open your heart space, clear your mind, calm you down, give you a moment of peace, or maybe they just amaze you? Something to contemplate next time you are looking at them. I'd love to hear from you, and if you feel the same or would like to share how they help you, let's open up a conversation. All pics are from my own personal collection. And just quickly, if you want an ID on any of the pics in the videos, drop me a comment with a timestamp where the photo is. I really hope you liked and enjoyed this video. I worked really hard on pulling this together, and I know this is different from the average succulent video, and I'm quite proud of this. So please help spread this video if you have benefited from it. I would appreciate it so much. Take care, happy gardening, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now. Oh, and I nearly forgot. I'm sure there's some categories I've overlooked, so if you would like me to do a volume 2, drop me some comments for some encouragement, and I look forward to talking to you in the comment section as well. Bye! I wanted to sincerely thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me as sisforsucculents on my Instagram and Facebook page, where I post daily photos with tips and information. So come and hang out with me there. It's a great place to chat and connect. Thank you.